everyone, my name's Ellie, and today I'm going to be talking to you about one of my favorite series ever. I got the inspiration for this video when I saw Sasha from A Book Utopia post a video about why she thought long series were better, and I will see if I can try to leave the link to that video down below. But the reason she started making that video is because she had just started a series that was evidently long, and I'm pretty sure she said she was enjoying it, which is great because, like I said, it's one of my favorite series of all time, and that is Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. I read this first book when I was in middle school, and I didn't even know it was a series until like a year later. I saw the first 3 books in this series, including the first one, at a thrift store, and I was really blown away because I had no idea that it was a series. And since I loved the first book so much, I thought I would just pick up the other 2 and see what I thought of those. And it has quickly become one of the best middle grade series, fantasy series, I have ever read. It is absolutely amazing, and I'm pretty sure I will be talking a lot about this series on my channel, so I figured I would give you guys kind of like an overview of what this series is about, as well as why I love it so much. So this first book follows a 12-year-old girl named Sophie, who is pretty much considered a weirdo in the town that she lives in. All her life, she has pretty much thought of herself as an outcast. She is, again, 12 years old, but she is in college, which in and of itself is really weird, but she also has a secret. She can hear other people's thoughts. She's never really known how to explain this, and she can't exactly turn off this power either. It's just something that happens naturally for her, and she doesn't really know what to do about it. That is until on a school trip she meets this boy named Fitz, who she realizes can also read minds. From that point in time, she gets whisked away into this magical world of elves and magic. It's such a beautiful story, and it's also really complex, which is something I really love about this story, especially since it's a middle grade series. And she ends up going to this school, which is basically for elves, and they learn how to kind of manipulate their powers and also learn other kinds of magic. But later on, she realizes that she's being watched by a group called the Black Swan. Ooh! Sophie must learn how to control her magic, and also, as she learns how truly powerful she is, she realizes that there are people out there who would even kill to get their hands on her magic. So this series is a middle grade, and it is currently 7 books long. The 7th book, Flashback, just recently came out, and I'm pretty sure there are still 2 more that we have to wait for. But I feel like I should kind of explain to you guys why I love this series as much as I do. The first reason is the world. The elf world of Eternalia is already so beautiful, and it's really vivid and descriptive. But I also really love how over the course of the rest of these books, you find out so many new things about like the world and kind of the other species that live there. And just like Sophie, you are making countless new discoveries about all of these different things and just elfish culture and their way of life. And I feel like it is written so well in this series. Like, it's enough for you to understand, but you can also like really imagine how vast this world really is. And you just scratch the surface in this book. It goes way deeper. There's like so many things to keep track of, but this series does it so well that you can really hang on to like what you already know and what the books tell you, while also being constantly open to new possibilities that you never know will come at you in these books. The second reason is just how human these characters are and how much you can relate to them. Like, I am currently reading the Throne of Glass series for the first time, and I am a little bit of ways into Queen of Shadows, and holy crap, all of these characters are like freaking superheroes. Like, how do they solve all of these problems and like not implode with the pressure on them? Like, how do they do that? But like with these characters, they're really young, and people are still like putting all of these expectations on them and thinking that like they will solve the problems when everything else is failing, but they can't. It's too much for them. And you can really see that too. Like, their emotions in this are so raw and human, and you can really like feel where they're coming from. Even when they fail at their tasks, you can still like feel where they're coming from. You know why this happened, and you can really relate to all of this pressure that they're dealing with, because like you can feel that too. No one's life is perfect. All of us have like some sort of pressure on us that we just feel like we can't deal with sometimes. And all of the characters in this book know what that is like, and you can relate to them better and have a better connection with them because of that. And I think that is really, really cool. And finally, there is the matter of the conflict in this story, because wow, there is a lot of it. These characters make mistakes, and who wouldn't if they were put in their scenario? But the conflicts that fall off of their like horrible mistakes, since they have this enormous pressure on them, is really fantastically done and really realistic. You can really feel what is going on. I personally think that Shannon Messenger does a really good job at building all of this conflict and keeping you on the edge of your seat the entire time you are reading. Alright, you guys, that was it for this quick video. I don't really have an established schedule on when I'll post new videos, but who knows, I'll figure that out eventually. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and also let me know down in the comments if you've read Keeper of the Lost Cities, and if you have, what are some of like your favorite parts? And if you haven't, then I hope I've inspired you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!